Hey everybody, welcome to a conversation on Christmas.
Wow. Really?
That's it.
And also
I like
with
it.
you.
We're taking a break from
Response.
we're taking a break from our Ethos series for our United Service, opportunity to get all of our communities together for one Christmas celebratory service.
Do you have any pre-Christmas traditions, like going to the mall or visiting Santa or going to look at lights or anything? I want
Going to
Greg's
look at
answer
lights.
first.
Yes, Greg.
All right, moving on.
Wanting it to be over. That's my tradition.
Moving on.
Here's a commercial to the in St. Paul. It might be like Schultz family or whatever, but there is like a street that is like 1950s Christmas lights to the max. It's so good.
Mhm.
You should go.
It is pretty fun. They like decorate their neighbor's house.
A whole block.
Yeah.
Like everybody just does
Like-
their neighbor.
Well, everyone. Whoever is the person that like somebody stores all of it somewhere because
Yeah.
it's so much stuff.
It is so much
And-
stuff. And it'll be different this year because there's snow. Last year there was no snow, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
they have so many things on the ground. That's one of our traditions. We're gonna drive over, figure out how to turn the radio on in our car.
I know. Actually, I just did that because I was like, there's one of those houses. They're like, tune in to you know 89.9 or something to listen to the music.
Yep. The funny thing in that is that for the last couple of years, every time we do figure out how to get on the radio, it's already tuned to that station because
That's the one. Yeah, so I was like, okay, how do we get there? And like I was like Googling and trying to figure out how do you get to the radio on a Hyundai. I figured it out. You got to press the media button twice, and there
Right.
you are. But yeah,
Olson, do you have you don't have any Christmas things?
he doesn't like this.
We're doing Christmas Eve here, and then we're going up to the floss. That's it.
Anna's the one that
Do you
puts the tree
decorate your
up, right?
house?
Do you decorate your house?
It is slightly decorated.
What does that
That's
mean?
because of Anna, right? Like Anna does it.
Yes, and we don't have a Christmas tree because the cat will destroy it.
Which would be fun.
We have a very minimalist, nice nativity scene made of wood blocks that goes on the built-in, and my gnome family in the kitchen. That's
I
it.
like it. I like it.
Do you guys have a tree?
Yeah, we have a treat. We've been training our cat to leave it alone.
And
We've been mildly successful.
Did
I'm
you
at
just
home
get a
this year.
cat?
April.
Oh.
We've had a cat
Yeah,
since
it was a
April.
month ago.
It's an ESA cat. Super satisfied. Yeah, I wish. It'd be even cooler.
What's an
Um,
ESA cat?
It's just a
Emotional
size.
support animal.
Oh.
It was prescribed.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
Oh.
prescribed.
For your wife?
From
That's awesome. How long were
psychiatric prescribed.
We should get you
Now I'm
one.
picturing the ASL cat though.
It's like-
The room's just silent, and it's tying the cat in there.
you need more thumbs.
One of the traditions.
Facial expressions would be great.
One of the traditions that we. I can't. Oh no! One of the traditions that that I've had since I was in college is that I take all the artists that I listen to throughout the year, find all of their Christmas music, and make one mega playlist, and then I throw every version, so like all the versions of Angels We Have Heard on High, all the versions of Let It Snow, into like a bracket, and then my family, both near and far, we vote on it. It's like this song is better than that song.
I
so we
voted
get-
on it last year. It wasn't just
Yeah.
family,
and friends.
But I don't make it all the way through. I do okay for a while, and then
I like
I
voting
get
down.
lost.
I'm gonna invite you. I'm gonna send it to you. Edit it.
Do you take requests?
Yeah, usually for the next year though, because like I start
Is
with
your
you on
request
this
to
and
He's
stop?
all ready.
Don't.
Nice.
That's all I need to know.
Nothing else. How about you?
That actually reminded me, though. I do have one more. What I think my favorite Christmas tradition is Anna does an Advent playlist every year, and I don't like Christmas music very much at all, but I
hate
do love
Christmas
listening
parties.
through Anna's Advent playlist.
She'll have to
That's my
share
one moment of feeling for
This
Christmas.
is wife
time.
goggles.
Does it
that.
have
She
like
has a good
the
playlist.
Yes, there's
I have
always
husband
that.
goggles. I mean, I have wife goggles, husband goggles. Which
Stormy.
goggles do I have?
Well, Valerie starts playing Christmas music after Thanksgiving, and she has this one.
And it hasn't stopped.
There's this one album that she loves from when she was a kid. It's called Music Box Christmas. And not stand it. Just put the earbuds in and listen to my punk Christmas.
Is it like
Yes, it's a
classics or what is it?
It's like all done on music boxes. Oh, it's horrible.
Oh.
And it's like they filled an entire LP of this, and now it's on Spotify. Put it on Spotify.
That
It's
would be a
terrible.
good one if you could get the barber car to be stuck on some music.
No. That's just accidental.
I
I
just
don't have access
drive it
anymore.
off into the Mississippi.
This one's John.
All done.
I do listen to once. I'll listen to the Elvis.
I don't like anything Elvis.
I don't either,
Oh.
except the Elvis Christmas album.
Ave Maria on music.
It's what we used to
Box,
listen to
that'd
when
be
we would go get a tree as a family as a kid.
That's fun.
We'd all sing it together.
There is a Barbara Streisand Jingle Bells song that would make you cry. Like you would hate it so much, and you would also probably hate it so much. But it's like a very
you had me at
fast.
Barbara Streisand.
Oh, I like Barbara Streisand. But Jingle Bells, and she sings it super fast, and it's ridiculous. But it's kind of one of those things that like I grew up listening to it, so I still listen, and then I make my kids listen. It's fun.
Yeah.
I used to watch a movie with my mom.
Which one?
Return to Me.
Oh, that's a good
Right,
one.
like-
Never heard of it.
You've seen it, I'm sure.
It's the
So-
Mini
He's seen
Driver,
part of
right?
it.
I like that one.
Is that one a Christmas movie?
Not really.
A platform Christmas.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
A platform. What?
Scott's
Oh.
favorite movie.
Yeah, Scott's favorite movie.
Well, I don't know. That's strong words. I don't have a favorite movie.
If you had to pick one,
I do like a good dark movie.
One of my other
Christmas.
traditions
Polar
is
Express.
always
Polar
finding a
You should not
copy
watch that with your
Oh.
kids.
DVD copy of Christmas shoes to give
I
to
don't think I
Valerie.
need
And I always
Oh.
find a way to slip it in.
That's
Just
fun.
Put it into some other, and she
VHS.
opens it up,
What?
and there's the Christmas shoes DVD.
$8 to get it.
Oh,
But we're
that's good.
what are the kids? They're going to be.
They're telling the story of Mary and or not Mary and Joseph, but Jesus being born and the shepherds and
I mean, Mary and
linked
Joseph
to-
are involved.
I mean, they are,
What?
but they're kind of a side character in the part they're reading. So they're going to make lots of animal sounds, like sheep,
When a
and
mommy was a
pretend to be an angel.
I forgot it was Rob Lowe.
Yes.
Oh, I got distracted. They'll have fun, and then they're going to sing a Christmas song. It's a little Christmas mashup song,
Ooh.
which is nice because it's just one song, but it hits all the songs.
That's fun.
So it's like 32 minutes long.
No, but
It's the Inagata Davida.
no, but they'll have fun.
Yeah.
Then we do a Christmas party, which is also that's the best part. So
Well, United Services they bring us together. Do they? My goodness.
They do.
Sometimes there's we often do. In fact, this would be one of them where we do lots of different things. But part of the heartfelt, the deep, the personal, the whatever value of it is truly being in one spot. Even if you don't, what is the value of not talking to everybody or not necessarily even face to face seeing everybody, but yet being all together? I know Greg keeps pushing us back to that as we do United Service. Why are we doing this? It's that together is the most important part. But I don't know, is there a trick to like getting the best out of that? Or is it like, why is that part of our culture?
I honestly think it takes practice. Like doing something one time can have some value, but having it be like part of who you are. I just think like if we as a community, if that's what we value, having these times that are celebrated, that we do it repeatedly, I think we get better at it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think, it's been years that we've done a meal, like a brunch as part of the service for these services and United Services. There's something biblical, but there's the practical of eating together as opposed to just being shoulder to shoulder at something together is so different. And so almost like what was the most important part of the service to just go, yes, being there and knowing, talking, participating with the people at your table. Is
Last night the band was practicing and we were talking about what time to be there. We have to be there pretty early because there's so many other things happening. And then we were laughing about just how many things were happening. And I could feel the old version of me wanting to like, if you want to do it well, you shouldn't do so many things. Why are we doing so many things? And then also at the same time realizing giving everybody a role to play, even if it's just to bring something to share or to host or to set up. Like the beautiful picture is how many people are actually involved with making it happen. That's the coolest thing to me, even if it is hectic and a little chaotic and hard to keep track of what's actually happening when.
It's a great picture. I mean, it's true with family Christmas things as well, is that you have a group of 3 to 10 people together. Everybody has a little bit of a different definition of what is like the sweet tradition, beautiful thing. Some people, it's like, it's the eating. Some people, it's the thing. There might be a family moment where you sing a Christmas carol together, and 90% of the people go, this is so painful and hard. And then there's one person who goes, that's my favorite part. And so part of the beauty of a United service too is to celebrate all of these different voices as we come together. We're even more diverse. And there's will be people in the room that go, that getting coffee before and something warm it's going to be ripping cold. Having that warm drink and enjoying breakfast. And then some people say when we sang those Christmas songs, and some people say when the kids were up there, and who was right is the answer is yes, everybody was right into the thing. And celebrating that can be done, that diversity can be done together. It's really, really cool.
I love the line, like the long, I don't really love a line, but when everybody's in line for the potluck, everyone's like that. I feel like people meet new people in those moments, and they have lots of good conversations, and like, it has nothing to do with service necessarily, but I think people, like, that's when people connect and get to see people they haven't seen in a while, meet new people, build relationships, and you're stuck in a line. So you have to, which is good.
Yeah, which that's kind of that's a great picture, is that somebody might feel anxiety to who they're going to sit with, which we want to make that easier as much as we can.
Right, for sure.
But you don't necessarily have anxiety to, well, who's going to be in front or behind me in line. And to let that together moment start in the line is a really cool thing. In our conversation, so the kids are talking the first part of the Luke 2 narrative of to the point where the shepherds go to find Jesus, correct? That hasn't changed yet. And then we're going to continue our conversation just briefly from that to where the shepherds go and they find Jesus and Mary and Joseph, and they see, and then from that they have quite a bit. It's like this compact, these 3 verses where there's just like intense responses. The shepherds told others. The people that heard the shepherds telling, they were amazed. Mary treasured it in her heart. There's worship and all of these responses. And we're going to just take a moment of our conversation to think about or to process, what really fuels a response, but also, sometimes Christianity, we can say you should respond and not necessarily bring attention to who Jesus is and God is in the midst of our life and our world. And so a really tough question, which I think is important, and it could be a room of incredible silence, but, when have you seen or felt or heard or known the reality of God and interaction in your life? And so where do you see God? And part of our continual vernacular as a pastoral team, we talk a lot about it's just like see what God is doing, see where God is at, and run there, support it, champion, and draw other people's attention to it. And I think sometimes we think like the seeing God moment is going to be the host of angels singing, but what if it is the moment of just a still conversation with a friend about some deeper things? But I don't know, do you guys have maybe this is the moment when one of us will share. Do you have a moment that comes to mind really quickly where you go, I recognize God in this or in that? Or
I think I recognize, I think this answers your question, but just moment, when I look backwards, I can see moments where I see God just in my life growing up quite a bit, through pastors in my life and other friends and people at church and things like that. I feel like I can for sure see God at work in that. Or even moving to Seattle, that was kind of a messy, complicated season for me, but it was a miracle, and it was for sure life-changing. So I think even in the messy, I definitely saw God at work.
I think one that's been really recent in our church community's life that just I have to knock on my head quite a bit is we pray. I feel like my relentless prayer for our church community is for opportunity and provision. And I, my honest reflection in that is I usually feel like, come on, show up a little bit, God, opportunity, provision, please, 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 which is, it's ridiculous because again, it's it is the retrospect, but I feel like we are overwhelmed with opportunity. It is every turn, every corner. And it's not just as an organization, the people of our church community are just soaked with opportunity to invest in their neighbors and to do big things, to be a part, and seeing them growing is incredible. And provision we have a match happening in December, and $40,000 match. So answer to provision. I don't know. There's something that was like I can be like already move on to the next thing. It's Christmas Eve, and I'm like, oh, it's already Valentine's Day, and miss the moment. And that's true also in God's answering of prayers and God like being to show up. I'm like, I can be in the midst of God going, what else do you want? And still miss it.
I think it's a very, very not graphic, illustrated picture of when you said soaked with opportunity or whatever it was.
Which you guys love when I say things
I
like
like
that.
no, it's good.
I thought there was more.
Well, so Elisha, bringing the biblical moment to the reflection in this, Elisha, when they were surrounded by armies and the servant goes outside and chapter 6, 2 Kings 6, and Elijah prays, open his eyes that he would see that there are more for us than against us. And so, like, the prayer, not just for Christmas, but just for life for us as a community, is God, open my eyes that I would see that God is for us. And then I love the Christmas going all the way to the end of Jesus' life, the Easter narrative of the road to Emmaus, is that the disciples, after walking with the resurrected Jesus and didn't recognize him, which is like the picture that I see in this, is that I just don't recognize Jesus at work. And then after Jesus disappears in that narrative, they go, didn't your heart burn as Jesus talked? And so, like, my prayer is like, man, let my heart burn as I'm surrounded by Jesus walking with me.
That's good.
Yeah, because Christmas is a great moment to be so distracted by all the stuff and not see that Jesus is there.
Yeah. Anything to add, Rich?
I know I've heard from many different people. Specifically, I remember Matt Chandler saying it, but the idea of convergent space, there are moments when you see God working a lot more in the moment, and it's that moment where, like, people describe it as heaven and earth are real close, like that. That's all together. And I think there's a lot of times where the coming together of the Corner Church body is convergent space. We see God working in the other locations, the other communities, everyone who's there, and go, this is cool. Like, this is people. Great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's gonna be a great Sunday.
Cool. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.